Hello everyone and welcome back to another Starcraft II video by Konungr. So this is the third attempt I have had at recording this video. Razor Game Booster, which is the program I use to record my videos, had an update yesterday, and when it updated it reset all of the settings because it changed the program completely. So I recorded last night. I recorded 4 different videos of various replays that I'd done over the past 3 nights, and I get done with them. I load them up to just check through, make sure the quality's decent, and there was no sound. The only sound was the game sound, and yeah, it kind of upset me a little bit. So it's been several days since my last video. Lot of things have changed. I'm playing Zerg, which some of you may know that if y'all watched my last video. I've been playing Zerg recently for the latter games, and funnily enough, I've got better statistics. I have a better win percentage as Zerg than I did as Protoss. I'm at 53% wins with Zerg. 43 was what I was at with Protoss. With Protoss, I was promoted pretty much instantly, and for Zerg, it's taken me a little bit. Now, granted, I'm not playing as many games as I did when I was playing Protoss, but even still, by the time I hit 51 games, I was in Silver League. So that's kind of interesting. Not to mention, my APM is anywhere from 2 to 3 times what it was when I was Protoss. So I'm kind of wondering why I'm still in Bronze League, but hey, it's neither here nor there. Another thing is I was looking through some of the portraits, the available ones, and I saw Nerud, so I looked to see what was to get him, because out of all the portraits that I can look at, Nerud is the one that I like the most. He's a hybrid, so being as I'm a Protoss player and a Zerg player, that's kind of nice. Plus, my favorite color is green, and he looks badass. Well, it was a brutal difficulty. You had to do 20 missions, which is the entire Heart of the Swarm campaign on the brutal difficulty. So I went through that, and in about 3 days, which it was about maybe 4 or 5 hours of playing time over 3 days, I went ahead and went through the brutal campaign and knocked out all of the brutal missions. And brutal also gives you credit for the hard missions, so while you're getting the brutal campaign done, you also get the hard, and you get the ZZvTZ portrait. But I like the Nerud. So I've also been playing several games with one of my Zerg partners, Slipvayne, and that's what today's video is going to be on. One of the strategies I've been working on in 1v1 and somewhat in 2v2 is to early Nidus Worm. Trying to get a Nidus Worm up about the 6:30, 7-minute mark. And the way I do it is with Roaches. Roaches are my favorite unit, or my favorite beginning unit, tier 1 in Starcraft II as Zerg. My late army composition, ideally for me, is about 50-50 Roach Hydra, maybe a couple of Ultralisks or Swarm Host, or what have you. I might grab a Viper or two. It all just depends. But for a normal ground army game where I'm not playing just an all-around, I will get all Roaches and Hydras and max out on missile attacks and Carapace. So let's actually speed this up a little bit. So we're going for a 13 spawning pool, and there it goes. There's our extractor, so we continue to drone up. As soon as the spawning pool finishes, there goes our queen. Continuing to build overlords so we don't get supply blocked. and continuing to drone up. There goes our Roach Warren, and as soon as this layer finishes, and there goes our Nidus. Nidus is going down. Now, one of the things, I have my Overlord over here in position. First thing I do when I start out as Zerg, start my drone, hotkey my hatchery to 1, and send my Overlord right here on the edge, somewhere where I can get my Nidus Worm into their platform without them seeing, if they don't scout their base. If they don't scout their base, don't see the Overlord, and even if they do, if they don't plant a building down there and have constant vision on all of their base, I can slip in my Nidus Worm there. So that's all set up. Now my partner, I like roaches. He likes banelings. Banelings is what he uses the most, which is what he's building now. He's building his baneling nest. He does really well with banelings. I do really well with roaches, so it kind of helps. We both each go our separate way, and then we have a little bit of a better spread for army composition in the late 2v2 game. So we continue this. Get all of our roaches up. I go ahead and expand. I start my macro hatch and my expansion, and I go ahead. I have 10 roaches with. Is there any more? Nope, just those 10 roaches. Yeah, so I take these 10, throw them in the Nidus Worm, and I'm about to start a new one. Because I put them in there first, pull this down, hotkey it over, waypoint it out. Sorry about that. So I waypoint it out, and I'm just waiting for it to finish up. As soon as it finishes up, my units are coming out. I'm not sure if y'all saw that. Let's this is the part of the video where it was extremely let's get to the point where the Nidus is coming down. Alright, so the Nidus is coming in, and this was not planned at all. Me and my buddy were on Skype, but we weren't talking at this point. We were continuing to do our own thing. I just let him know, hey, I'm Nidusing now. I didn't realize he was attacking, or that he was attacking the same base. So he goes in. My Nidus is just about to come up. So these come in. Here come the roaches. Dark Blue Scumbag C, sees all of these banelings, and the first thing he does is pull these drones away. And as he's pulling them away, there come the roaches. He hits this wall of roaches and then runs back, and the banelings destroy 27 of his drones. Wait, I think it may have done. Yep, 29 drones. 29 of them. And then my roaches just go to work. Take out that queen. So, yeah, that was it was not planned. It just happened that way. And I've referred to this particular game and that attack several times between the two of us as the Roach Baneling sandwich. And it was perfect because Scumbag drops out here in like 2 seconds, I think. Yep. Scumbag leaves. We completely took him out of the game. I don't even know. Let's see how many. I want to see how many resources he had when we took him out. So when we took him out, he had 160 resources left. Now he could have recovered. I mean, he had 6 larvae, 3 larvae. If his partner had come over there just a little bit quicker, or he hadn't given up as quick, they would have gotten over there, and they might have been able to hold my roaches off and win. The only bad thing is they still don't know that I've got. Okay, he does know that I've got the Nidus. He just doesn't see it just yet. But he might have been able to hold on for just a little bit longer. And even if not, he still has 4 or 5 drones. Mr. Partner over here, Mr. Red, he's got plenty of money. He coulda split over there and helped him build another hatchery and rebuild. Because that did happen in another game, which you'll be seeing in the episode, one of the episodes after this one. So, anyways, we managed to take out blue, come in, take out red. These red. He did take out most of my reinforcements. Like I said, if Scumbag had waited just a few minutes, he'd have been able to reinforce fairly well. I'm in here. I'm still working on reinforcing. I've got 2 in there. I've got 8 more just hanging about. I've got 2 there, 1 there, 2 there, 2 there, 1 there, and 2 in the Nidus. So I've still got several roaches coming out and continuing to saturate my natural while we're assaulting. And it doesn't take long, and then what in the world? I think my roaches just ran all the way down that base just to get in this Nidus down here. I was not expecting that. So I pull my Overlord down here and I throw my Nidus over here and I waypoint out of there with, how many units did I have? That was a lot of roaches. I want to see how many came out of there. Just 1 minute. I had 34 roaches when I began this attack. Go in. I mean, he picked off quite a few. Take out the tank, take out the Marines real quick. And red forfeited as well. So it was a pretty good game. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope to see you in the next one.